The Northern Cardinal is one of the most recognized birds in North America, a backyard regular that almost everyone has seen, and almost everything most people know about it is just scratching the surface. Act 1. The Half-Sider. Let's start with something that sounds like it belongs in a nature documentary, because it does. Very occasionally, we're talking a handful of documented cases in the past half-century. A northern cardinal hatches that is literally split down the middle. The right half of its body looks exactly like a female cardinal, that warm, buffy brown with just a wash of red at the edges. The left half looks exactly like a male, brilliant, saturated red right down to the black mask. A clean line runs straight down the center of the bird, as if someone placed two half-cardinals together and called it a day. This isn't a trick of the light. It isn't two birds standing very close together. It's a single animal, and it has a name, a bilateral gynandromorph. Here's what's actually happening. In birds, sex is determined by chromosomes called Z and W. Normal males carry two Z chromosomes. Normal females carry one Z and one W. Very rarely, a female egg cell develops with two separate nuclei, one carrying Z, one carrying W. It gets fertilized by two Z-carrying sperms simultaneously. The result is a bird whose cells are literally different sexes depending on which side of the body you're looking at. And it goes deeper than feathers. One of these birds would have a functioning ovary on its left side and a functioning testis on its right. In theory, in pure biological theory, it could lay fertilized eggs and father them. Ornithologists who have managed to observe one of these birds for extended periods report that other cardinals treat it completely normally. No unusual aggression, no avoidance. It just comes to the feeder, eats its sunflower seeds, and goes about its day, apparently unbothered by being technically its own twin. Act 2. The red is rented. Here's something that reframes the male cardinal's entire look. That red, that famous, unmistakable red, he doesn't make it. He can't. Cardinals are physically incapable of producing red pigment on their own. Instead, they have to eat it. The pigments responsible are called carotenoids. You've encountered them before. They're the compounds that make carrots orange, ripe tomatoes red, and autumn leaves yellow. Cardinals pick them up through their diet. Seeds, berries, wild fruit, and then do something remarkable with them. Their bodies contain a specialized enzyme that takes yellow carotenoid pigments and converts them into red ones, which then get deposited directly into growing feathers during the annual molt. So when you see a deeply saturated, almost glowing red male cardinal, what you're actually seeing is a bird that has been eating very, very well. Researchers confirm this by putting male cardinals on a diet heavy in seeds but low in wild fruit, the fruit being the richest carotenoid source. After the next molt, the birds came in noticeably less red. Not dull, but detectably dimmer. When their diet improved and they molted again, the red came back. Female cardinals use exactly the same information. A brighter male is a better fed male. A better fed male is a stronger, more capable mate. The redness isn't decoration. It's a real-time report on how well he's doing, and he has to keep earning it every single year. Fact 3. The female sings a more complex song. Most people assume the male cardinal is a singer. That assumption is wrong in two separate ways. First, the female sings too. That's already unusual. Most North American songbird species have only males that sing. The female is silent or nearly so. The cardinal breaks from that pattern. The female sings, and she does it frequently, including while sitting on the nest. Second, and this is the part that surprises even experienced birders, the female song is longer and more complex than the male's. Cornell Lab of Ornithology confirms it. A mated pair shares song phrases, They actually learn each other's repertoire, but the female's version tends to run longer and incorporate more variation. Why does she sing from the nest? Because it's useful. While she incubates the eggs, she can't leave to search for food. Instead, she sings, and the male uses her song to know when and where to return with food. Her voice, in real time, is coordinating the logistics of raising a family. The song is a communication system disguised as music. The image on your screen right now is on a mug in the store. The link is in the description below. Fact 4. Cardinals have been expanding north for 150 years. The northern cardinal doesn't migrate. It's a year-round resident wherever it lives, which is exactly why it's become such a beloved symbol of winter, that impossible flash of red against a snowy branch. But here's the thing, cardinals haven't always lived as far north as they do today. For most of their history, they were birds of the American South. Since at least the mid-1800s, they've been on a slow, steady march northward, and they're still doing it. The reason is a combination of factors: milder urban temperatures, the spread of suburbs, and critically, backyard bird feeders. Cardinals don't have to worry about winter food shortages the way they once did, because humans have been leaving food out for them. Every feeder stocked with black oil sunflower seeds is, functionally, a northern outpost for a species still actively colonizing new territory. You aren't just watching cardinals, you're participating in their range expansion. Fact 5. It's a state bird of 7 states. The northern cardinal is the official state bird of Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, North Carolina, Ohio, Virginia, and West Virginia. 7 states. No other bird in the United States holds that distinction. That number is a little funny when you think about it. Each of those 7 states made an independent decision that this bird, above all others, best represented their identity, and they all landed on the same answer. There's a historical footnote worth knowing here. Before the Migratory Bird Treaty Act of 1918, cardinals were kept as cage birds. Their song, their color, their year-round presence made them popular pets. The act ended that, and it's one of the reasons the species is as abundant as it is today. A bird that 7 states now claim as a symbol was once commonly kept behind bars. Fact 6. Yellow cardinals are real. Every so often, a birder will spot a cardinal that looks almost exactly right. Same shape, same crest, same behavior. But instead of red, it's a soft, clear yellow. Not pale, not faded, yellow. This is a condition called xanthochromism. The bird has the right enzyme machinery to process dietary carotenoids, but a genetic mutation redirects the process. Instead of converting yellow pigments into red ones, the bird deposits the yellow pigments directly into the feathers, unchanged. The result is a cardinal that is genuinely completely yellow, and almost always reported by confused people who are convinced they've spotted a species that doesn't exist, or that their camera settings are off. Fact 7. The Window War that lasted 6 months. Cardinals are famous for attacking their own reflections in windows, car mirrors, and chrome bumpers. This happens because in spring and early summer, territorial instincts run so high that a cardinal will treat any intruder, including a reflection, as a genuine rival requiring immediate confrontation. Most cases resolve on their own as hormones drop and breeding season winds down. But Cornell Lab of Ornithology documents one female who kept up this behavior every day or so for 6 months without stopping. 6 months of daily combat against herself. No resolution, no backing down. Just an unbroken conviction that the bird in the glass needed to be driven off. It never worked. It never stopped working on her either. There you go. 7 facts about one of the most familiar birds in North America, and most of them probably weren't in your field guide. The cardinal people think they know turns out to be considerably stranger and more interesting than advertised. The image on your screen is a mug in the store. The link is in the description below. For more videos like this one, hit the subscribe button.